Hello and welcome to today's tropical weather outlook for today, Tuesday, 24th September 2024. I am Letitia Humphreys, in with the latest on what is happening across the Atlantic. Now, we have our 8th tropical cyclone for the season that has formed. We have Tropical Storm Helen, which formed just about 11 o'clock this morning in the Western Caribbean Sea, and Helen is moving towards the northwest at just about 12 miles per hour. I'll have a bit more details on Helen as we go further into the presentation. We also have an area of disturbed weather that we're monitoring across just to the west of the Cabo Verde Islands, and that area of disturbed weather is moving towards the west presently, expected to move towards the west, northwest over the next couple of days, but it is moving into an environment for more conducive development. So a tropical depression is possible over the next couple of days. We have a 40% chance of it becoming a tropical cyclone within the next 2 days, and an 80% chance with it developing into a tropical cyclone within the next 7 days. However, models are suggesting that even as the system moves closer to our area, it is expected to make a northerly turn and not necessarily moving across the Eastern Caribbean or even close to us. So we will continue to monitor as the system progresses across the Atlantic for any changes, and will continue, of course, to update you on any information as we get it. Here we are across the Eastern Caribbean, in particular the Leeward and the British Virgin Islands. So as I said, no watches or warnings are in effect at this time, as that system is expected to move towards the north as it comes closer towards the area. Now, our satellite imagery shows us that we have that area that I just pointed out, just to the west of the Cabo Verde Islands. We see some thunderstorm activity associated with it, showing some signs of organization. There's also a second tropical wave that is closer to us across the Eastern Caribbean, looking quite active at this time. Barbados already reporting a lot of thunderstorm activity and some heavy showers across those parts as well. We also see we have Tropical Storm Helen, which is in the Western Caribbean Sea. Those reds and darker colors indicating some heavy thunderstorm activity as well as some heavy showers associated with it. That system, the center, is presently just about 170 miles to the southwest of Cuba, or just about 180 miles to the east of Cozumel, Mexico. Now, we will continue to monitor as well, because I'm sure a lot of you have families living in this area, and we see that broad expanse of that cloud, so there's a lot of flooding expected with this system, as well as some strong storm surge activity. Now, where Helen is headed, we expect Helen to move towards the northwest and make a turn towards the north, eventually beginning to turn towards the north and northeast. But Helen is forecast to become a hurricane within the next day or two, and as it makes impact on the Florida coast, it is expected to be a major hurricane by the time it moves on land Florida coast. Helen is presently just about 19.5 degrees north, 84.3 degrees west. Now, in terms of the named storms, as we see here, Helen is in progress. Next up on the list, we have Isaac, which potentially could be that system that we're monitoring to the east of us, with an 80% chance to develop within the next couple of days. Now, that tropical wave that I mentioned earlier, just to the east of the Eastern Caribbean, we see those purple flashes indicating a lot of thunderstorm and lightning activity. As I mentioned, Barbados already reporting a lot of that. That tropical wave is expected to continue moving towards the west and could bring some increased showers, so a lot of more unsettled conditions for us, mainly overnight tonight. So continue to keep an eye out. On our radar, we see some spots across the area. This morning we had some showers towards the south. We also had some across the northwestern part of the island and even towards the north. Daytime heating, it is still pretty hot on the outside, so daytime heating continues to induce those clouds, so they're continuing to develop over the area. Especially on the western side today, look out for some heavy showers on that side as a result of that daytime heating. Barbuda as well, continue to monitor, because we see there are some spots as well around, indicating that the atmosphere is a bit unsettled at this time. Now, on the radar as well, we see that there are some showers that are moving onto the radar and expected to move across the area tonight, as I mentioned. So look out for that unsettled condition, mainly those unsettled conditions, mainly overnight tonight, as that tropical wave draws closer to our area. As usual, we like to leave you with a tip. We're still in the hurricane season. It ends on the 30th of November. So take action today to determine your risk from water and wind. So begin preparing now before a storm comes close to our area. Learn how to understand your hurricane forecasts and alerts, especially your watches and warnings, especially indicating what time frame those watches and warnings fall into, and then learn what to do before, during, and after the storm. Continue to monitor with us and stay ready as always by following us on our social media platform, Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Also, you can get your weather updates via our hotline 463-4638, and of course, our website, antiguamet.com. I'm Letitia Humphreys. Continue to enjoy the rest of your day.